Discover solutions to issues that affect your family and professional life with practical information to help you get past life's adversities. Take a proactive approach to power up your life with Rosalie's expert resources.
The National Retail Federation reports Americans are spending more than ever on dads, and not just buying for our own fathers. Last year, over 1/2 bought presents for a dad or a stepdad, and 28% bought Father's Day gifts for their own husbands. Almost 5% bought for a son, and 5% bought Father's Day gifts for friends. So whether you're celebrating your father's accomplishments or a grad starting a new chapter in his or her life, Mario Armstrong, Emmy Award-winning technology and digital lifestyle commentator, is here to help us express our appreciation and admiration for the dad and grad in our life. Good morning, Mario.
Good morning, Rosalie. So good to be here. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, thank you. I'm sure, Mario, your son appreciates having you as his dad.
You better believe it.
With all the great tech at home.
It's true. It's true. I am kind of that dad, and it's like, son, you got to impress me, buddy. Like, it's Father's Day. You got to impress me. If you don't know what's really great out there for a dad or a grad, you'll be super impressed with the Galaxy S8 and the S8 Plus from Samsung. They're the smartphone of the summer for sure. Revolutionary, beautiful infinity display. It stretches from end of the screen to end of the screen. Really, really great. It's great for reading articles, watching a video. Plus, there is a split screen feature I really like for scrolling through social media and text at the same time. And for those perfect selfies, they have an 8-megapixel front-facing camera with smart autofocus, which is great.
All right, Mario, so what can you suggest that's practical and can be used with ease?
Yeah, I have a few of these in my house. We use these for all types of things, whether I'm trying to find something in the basement, I'm grilling out in the backyard. It's the Energizer high performance headlights and handheld lights. Maybe you're going out on summer adventures, you're doing projects around the house. They'll be happy to have these on hand for sure. And I like the headlights that they're lightweight, versatile. They pivot to direct the light where you need it most. And I like the handheld lights because they're very easy to use, bright light that's long lasting as well.
Speaking of summer, how about those family and friend barbecues? What's new to make Dad's grill time easier to serve up his guests?
For every dad or grad that's out there that you really want to have that great cookout or bring that party together, you want to have Char-Broil's signature convective gas grill line. Convection means you'll be able to cook faster and more evenly because the heat stays really consistent. You got high performance cooking zones as well that are adjustable, so you can sear hot on one end and cook low on the other end. Removable porcelain coated grease pan, which makes it easy to clean. And of course, it's super durable with the stainless steel construction. I think it's going to get dads and grads into the ultimate grilling zone for the summer for sure.
And we all need to hold on to our memories of dad and grad celebrations and keep those fun memories to live on forever.
The best thing that you can do is look for things that are personalized to their taste. So I love the website personalcreations.com because you can get one-of-a-kind gifts from Personal Creations where everything can be personalized. I love their popular framed canvas art, which is nice. It's got that unique twinkle bright canvas that glows with LED lights. You can personalize it too with a one-line message, or even like their barbecue set, which is really cool. They have like this barbecue tool set that you can personalize, so there's no question about who owns the rights to the grill. Really, really nice touch.
And how about those dads and grads with a sweet tooth that wants something extraordinary?
Yeah, I'm kind of like that. I like desserts. My wife tries to keep, cut down on my sugars as much as possible, but I got that sweet tooth, so I always like to have a nice treat as well. And I love the treats from Sherry's Berries. So now these are cocktail-inspired, dipped boozy berries, they're called. A spirited twist on the traditional strawberry that's dipped in chocolate. They're flavored, get this, Rosalie, with hints of bourbon, amaretto, then topped with salted caramel, almonds, chocolate chips, and Swizzles. And I love how they also really hooked up the grads as well with these specially dipped strawberries that's topped with gold glitter for a little extra bling. Even the tribute to 2017 is a really, really sweet touch.
It's really important for all of us in our family to keep our devices secure. So what's a groundbreaking approach to keep us safe?
Yeah, and we have a lot of devices that are now on the internet, so you really want to make sure that you are securing them. And for dads and grads, this is great, not only for them, but also for the entire family. So this is called Dojo by BullGuard, and it's a beautiful pebble, really cosmetically beautiful, that is part of the world's most comprehensive smart home cybersecurity solution. The brains are in the base unit, which seamlessly connects to your Wi-Fi network, protects your privacy on all your connected devices, and get this, it can even make things like your smart alarms or thermostats or baby monitors even more secure than they are. And they also have a user-friendly app that automatically will send you alerts in real time to let you know if you have any threats trying to attack your network. And I love the fact that not only is this a great product, but people are saying it's a great product with their pockets. It launched on Amazon and was the #1 release in the home security category. So definitely good peace of mind there with that dad and grad gift. All the details can be found on our website, so if you want to read the fine print and figure out the links and where to order things from, go to thunknews.com/dadsgrads.
Excellent. Thanks, Mario, for sharing all of your techie expertise to express appreciation and admiration for the dad or grad in our life. We'll see you at the end of the show. Happy Father's Day for now.
Yes, I look forward to that, and that's right. It is Happy Father's Day to me. I know I'm a dad, but I don't like to brag that I'm a great dad, but I'm a great dad. So Christopher, hook it up.
Fatherhood has many rewards for the contributions he's made to his family, community, or country. Back in 1971, Congress approved a resolution under President Richard Nixon to observe Father's Day on the third Sunday in June to honor fatherhood. While we honor Dad on Father's Day as a family, we also celebrate the academic milestones of Dad's sons or daughters who are graduating. So finding the perfect gift to celebrate their special day may be a little tricky. Joining us this morning with gift ideas for dads and grads is Emmy Award-winning consumer technology journalist Jennifer Jolly to help us learn about the latest and the greatest tech gifts that can increase their quality of life. Good morning, Jennifer.
Good morning, Rosalie.
Finding the perfect gift for a dad or a grad can be difficult and sometimes too time-consuming. I think cash is king, and it allows those who want to acquire something in particular to get what they really want.
Well, that's exactly right. Cash still remains king, especially among grads out there. But rather than hand over a check that they might lose or a bunch of gift cards that they won't actually use, the really in thing now is using the Cash app from Square. It is incredibly simple. You just download the app and sign up. It takes all of about 1 minute, and then you just use the dad's or grad's email address or phone number to send whatever amount of money that you want. The app makes it really simple to pay for, let's say, dad's dinner or a round of golf or split a group bill. You can pay someone back for concert tickets or replenish a college student's emergency reserve. You can even set up your own cash tag. That's a unique username that you can share with anyone so you can get paid instantly.
You know, Jennifer, keeping the lines of communication up to date is so important. And that's because our lives are so busy and we need to be more efficient, right?
That's exactly right. When it comes to new gadgets, a new smartphone is always really high on the list, but nobody wants to pay an arm and a leg for one. So the ZTE Max XL is a full-featured Android handset that delivers huge on both power and performance. It runs an octa-core processor with a beefy, long-lasting battery. It has large 6-inch screen packed with pixels and a fast fingerprint sensor for added security. On a no-compromises smartphone that runs on Boost Mobile, that has Sprint's most up-to-date network tech, that means better coverage and better connectivity. So better coverage for them, better connectivity for you. Now, from smartphones to smarter cars, we have Navdi. Dads or grads can use it to make any car they already have super smart with a futuristic heads-up display. This is kind of like what fighter pilots use, minus the missiles. It pops right into a mount on the dashboard, plugs into the car's OBD port, syncs with their smartphone, and projects messages, maps, and apps right into their line of sight, almost like it's just appearing on the road ahead of them. So with NavD, your dad or grad can stay connected to what matters most while keeping their eyes on the road and their hands on the wheel. It also reads text out loud and lets you respond using Siri or Google Now. Just an absolutely perfect gift for a dad who loves his gadgets or a grad who needs to stay safer while keeping connected.
And during this time of celebration, a good photo records life as it really is, so we can celebrate that forever.
That's exactly right. And you know what's really special about modern photography is capturing 360 degrees, every angle, all the way around you. And for that, we have Vivitar, the 360-degree action camera. It has two 16-megapixel lenses, one on each side for an all-around view, plus it has a preview screen so you can see what you're capturing instantly. A lot of cameras haven't come with that before. So it has a built-in video stitching also that lets you integrate the two views right into one, making a heck of a VR image, heck of a 360 movie on the go. Also, it has onboard Wi-Fi that lets you share photos and videos with friends, family, or directly upload to social media. So this is great for dads and grads who are really into sports, travel, and documenting it all along the way.
There's lots happening in today's world that's not so good. So what can you offer as a gift that will keep our home smart and secure?
Well, a super smart choice for dads and grads is the Honeywell Lyric Gateway. It's a perfect addition for the family home or for, say, a grad's new dorm or apartment because it is a crazy simple plug and play security device. But it's not just for security either, even though it's really spectacular that it's also a smart home hub that controls lights, thermostats, locks, window shades, anything and everything you can have connected these days. So just great choices, a lot of choice for dads and grads. And you know we always give you a way to find out more. If you want to just go and click and buy one of these right away, you can go to thunknews.com/best.
Thanks, Jennifer, for joining us this morning with gift ideas that will keep dad and grads' life running so much more efficiently.
Thank you, Rosalie.
The Florida Diabetes Advisory Council, known as DAC, guides a statewide comprehensive approach to diabetes prevention, diagnosis, education, care, treatment, and the impact and cost of diabetes on Florida residents. Members are appointed by the Florida governor to work in collaboration with the Florida Department of Health, the Department of Management Services, the Division of State Group Insurance, and the Agency for Healthcare Administration, collectively developing an action plan to reduce the impact of diabetes on Florida residents. Here in Florida, over 2.4 million people have diabetes, and over 5.8 million have pre-diabetes. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention project 1 of 3 adults could have diabetes by 2050 due to an aging population. Additionally, people with diabetes have related complications as heart disease or a stroke. And diabetes is the leading cause of kidney failure, lower limb amputations, and adult onset blindness. Type 2 diabetes coupled with cardiovascular disease is the leading cause of death for people with type 2 diabetes, resulting in 2 out of 3 deaths in the U.S. And I personally know how quickly the combination destroys a life. Joining us this morning to discuss the advancements in treatment for type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease is Dr. Christopher Cannon of the Cardiovascular Division of Brigham and Women's Hospital in Boston and professor of medicine at Harvard Medical School. Good morning, doctor.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. Doctor, I was my father's caregiver and went along with him to all of his doctor's appointments and learned very quickly in the last 2 years of his life he suffered from type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease that resulted in leg amputations.
Well, it's a bad combination to have diabetes and then develop cardiovascular disease, and so this is why we're so excited about having new treatments that the FDA has granted approval for.
So how common is cardiovascular disease among people with type 2 diabetes?
Well, cardiovascular disease is the big thing that we worry about as a complication from diabetes. It's often something that can develop in the setting of other risk factors like high blood pressure and high cholesterol as well. But patients who have diabetes are 2 to 4 times more likely to develop cardiovascular disease. And so it's the real big worry of patients who have diabetes.
What's the distinction between low blood sugar and type 2 diabetes?
Well, diabetes is actually too high a blood sugar is the manifestation that we see most. On rare occasion, I actually have hypoglycemia or low blood sugar. That's a more rare thing. It can happen in patients who have diabetes who are getting treated because they're trying to lower the blood sugar. Sometimes it can go too low. And that has been really the focus in how diabetes has been managed, is all focused on the blood sugar. But we now have this new indication where we can start focusing on how patients' survival and risk of cardiovascular death. So exciting new developments in this area.
All right, let's discuss new treatments needed for adults with type 2 diabetes and established cardiovascular disease.
Well, there have been therapies available for decades, and despite that, of the people with diabetes who die, 2 out of 3 of them die from cardiovascular disease. And so all the treatments that we have are really not good enough. And there have been some large studies with many of the available therapies, the older therapies, where surprisingly we've not seen lower rates of heart attacks, strokes, or deaths until now. So it's a new era that we're entering.
So doctor, tell us about this new development that received an FDA approval.
So the FDA has just granted approval for a medication called empagliflozin, or Jardiance, that now has an indication for use to reduce the risk of cardiovascular death in patients with type 2 diabetes and known cardiovascular disease. It's actually already been approved for lowering glucose, but this is the first medication to get this indication that it can reduce the risk of cardiovascular death. And so it shifts our focus into the really important things of trying to prevent people from dying from cardiovascular disease.
What data and research findings help support this FDA approval?
Well, the FDA looked at a large trial that was done. It was over 7,000 patients treated for 3 to 4 years. It was patients with type 2 diabetes and known cardiovascular disease who were receiving all their standard therapies. And then some of them were given the agent empagliflozin. And those patients had a lower risk of cardiovascular death, heart attack, or stroke. But the FDA called attention to a 38% reduction in cardiovascular death with empagliflozin. And so that became the basis of this new indication for use.
If type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease is in your family's bloodline, does that mean you'll be affected?
Yes, unfortunately, this is has a genetic preponderance and obviously related also to lifestyle and diet, but many factors go in. Then once a diagnosis is established, I think it is a call for us as doctors and working with patients to try and do good lifestyle changes and various medications control all risk factors we can. And then for this group of patients with known disease, we have a new therapy that could reduce their risk of dying from cardiovascular disease.
All right, doctor, where can we learn more about this new FDA-approved treatment?
Probably it's best a discussion between you, patients and doctors, either the primary care doctor or cardiologist, to see would this fit in and be appropriate for each patient. And so hopefully that can be a way to engender dialogue on this and all the treatments that could hopefully help patients.
Thank you, Dr. Cannon, for joining us this morning and sharing new treatments to help save lives for adults with type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease.
Thank you very much for having me.
My father died of cardiovascular disease and type 2 diabetes. My dad was a fun-loving man who put family first, though he loved his work as an owner of a construction company. He came to this country as an immigrant and raised 6 children and taught us the true meaning of hard work and commitment to our family. I feel we were all blessed to experience our parents' 50th wedding anniversary and the joy in their hearts to have their family and their friends present. My dad was my best friend. He taught me so many life lessons, and our family continues to truly miss him and hold him in our hearts each and every day. Whether you work in construction or you're considering a summer home improvement project to increase the quality and value of your home, think about this. Economists estimate for every year you procrastinate on completing a home renovation project, inflation will cost you an increase of 2.5% annually. Home improvements can mean anything from upgrading appliances, adding safety features, new technology, or even enhancing the space of a room. Mario Armstrong is back to share some awesome home improvement ideas that you can do right now.
I love your homework. I love that you do that and really pull out those fascinating stats that really make you think like, wait, okay, so Mario's going to help us upgrade our home. He's going to help us do it really simple, and we're going to save some money by doing this as well and maybe get some efficiency.
And you need to be proactive.
That's right. It's all about action.
All right, Mario, so what upgrades can be easy and improve life at home?
Samsung's new Flex Wash and Flex Dry washer and dryer. There's a front load washer for all your big loads. Now that'll include your bulky items and things like that. But then here's the game changer. There's also a top load washer for small loads or delicates, and you can do multiple loads and wash them at the same time, which is great. And then the Flex Dry, it does the same thing. It dries the large loads in the bottom drum while the delicates in the top compartment can lie flat and dry gently simultaneously. I also love that the washer is connected through the internet, so you can check in right on your phone. You can monitor the wash cycle, you can schedule the wash cycle, even get alerts when it's done.
So you mean that I can be at work and I can be washing clothes?
You could, absolutely you could. Yeah, that's the whole idea. You can put the clothes in the morning, set the schedule, and then grab them out of the wash or have the kids do it when they get home and put it into the dryer. Absolutely. So we just don't have Judy the Jetson robot to do all of that stuff. The next best robot that you do probably have though is Roomba. Roomba's the 960 Wi-Fi connected robot vacuum made by iRobot. Now it's got a new navigation system in it that will clean up to 2,000 square feet of space, which is great. What's really smart about it is that it can recharge and resume itself as needed. So it will go back to the base station and recharge itself and go back out and finish the job if need to. It's also Wi-Fi connected. You can check in with the app that they have, the iRobot Home app. And that will also give you access to the new clean map reports where you can see what it actually has cleaned as well. Another great and easy one, Rosalie, to upgrade for the home that really not only is easy and simple to install, my mom has been able to put one of these in her home, but also gives you really big peace of mind, especially coming into the summer months, and that's from Canary. Now, Canary has the best indoor-outdoor weatherproof HD camera with night vision. It's called the Canary Flex. So really, really great design, wire-free. All you got to do is connect it to your Wi-Fi and you're good to go. Rechargeable battery in there, or you can plug it into the wall if you want to. Connects right with your phone, so you can actually see live video on any of the cameras, record video, and actually get motion detection alerts as well. So I think it's great for keeping an eye on the babysitter, the pets, maybe the kids by the pool.
You know, summertime is time to party. And what can help us pump up that party mode?
A couple of things. Number one, you got to have the right music to pump up the party, but you have to have music that sounds great. So you want to have the Sonic Boom, which is the largest, most powerful speaker that's out there. It's from Alltech Lansing, very solid brand name. It's been out for a while. And this is called their line of everything proof audio. It's waterproof, shockproof, snowproof. It even floats on water. This thing withstands everything. It has a 100-foot wireless range, so you can control it from a broad range. 50 hours of battery life on this thing. And I love the beast mode, which means you can increase the amount of bass that comes out of that. Now, you brought up something that's important. People are going to be traveling. They're going to be on the go and really moving around this summer a lot. So air conditioning in your home, you want to make sure you do an easy and cost-efficient upgrade to your thermostat. Do that with the Honeywell Lyric T5 Wi-Fi thermostat. This is great for busy families, great for people on the go. It syncs up with your smartphone for convenient control. You'll be able to customize all types of settings, even geofencing with this, so certain areas of the home can get certain temperatures, which is kind of cool. You can even schedule things when you're away. So if you're not going to be at home, then you can get increased savings as well, which is great. Plus, you can use your voice through Siri and Amazon Echo to control your temperature in the home. That's really kind of cool.
All right, Mario, suggest a quick home improvement that'll help us give our home a fresher, less cluttered look.
Go over to GameStop. The reason why is because you could take all of those pre-owned or unused electronics over to GameStop and actually get cash for that. So they're giving you money to help you clean out all the clutter in your house with some of their great trade-in offers that they have going on this summer, which can, I don't know, maybe fund some of your summer projects that you're looking to do. Maybe go catch a concert or go catch a baseball game as a family, go pay for a trip somewhere. For example, if you took in your Samsung Galaxy S7, you could get $120 for that. If you took in your iPhone 7, you could get $355 for that. Bottom line is, you can take to them more than just video games and trade in those devices as well and get cash for it.
Okay, Mario, where can we find all these quick summer fixes to improve our home?
thunknews.com/improve.
Thanks, Mario, for sharing all of your easy and quick fixes for home improvement ideas to improve our lives this summer.
You're so welcome, Rosalie. See you soon.
A father's love comes in many forms. Some offer understanding and emotional support, while others teach us life skills and lots of lessons, or share a sports experience to buddy up. Being a father is like a test you keep taking till you know all the answers are right to guide your children into adulthood. In the words of Shakespeare, it's a wise father that knows his own child. Share with us how your father learned all about you at facebook.com/Rose Lee Show. And then follow us on Instagram at The Rose Lee Show. And watch this episode and many others here at Ion Television or 24/7 at RoselyArcherShow.com. Thanks for joining us this morning, and we look forward to seeing you soon.